Namaste to all students. Myself JVN Dr. Khushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about vitamins, and vitamins are required for our body growth, and it is required in a small amount. Vitamin has two types on the basis of their solubility, and most of the vitamins are not synthesized in the body, and hence they must have been supplied in the diet. Vitamins are present in diet as a form of precursors, or you can call them like provitamins, and when they reaches into the body, these provitamins are converted into the vitamins. Classification is basically two types: fat soluble and water soluble. In the fat soluble vitamins, they have vitamin A, D, E, K, and they have some common properties like they are fat soluble, require bile salts for absorption, stored in liver, stable to normal cooking condition, exerted in the feces. On the other hand, water soluble vitamins included vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and these their common properties are they are water soluble except vitamin B12. Other are not stored, unstable to the normal cooking condition, and exerted in the urine. Now come to the biological importance. So vitamins are essential for the growth, maintenance, reproduction process. However, they are not used for the energy production. Fat soluble vitamins are required for normal color vision, blood clotting, bone formation, maintenance of the membrane structure. Most of the water soluble vitamins functions as a coenzyme or prosthetic groups of several enzymes involved in carbohydrate, lipid, amino acid metabolism. Vitamin A and D act as a steroid hormone. Deficiency of fat soluble vitamins produces night blindness, skeleton deformation, and hemolysis. On the other hand, deficiency of water soluble vitamins produces beriberi, scurvy rogue, pellagra rogue, and anemia. And on the other hand, some vitamin analogs are used as a drug. For example, folic acid analogs are used as anti-cancer agents and antibiotics. Moderate consumption of some vitamins is found to decrease occurrence or severity of some diseases. For example, carotenes, vitamin E, vitamin D consumption at moderate level reduces incidence of cancer and cardiovascular diseases. Consumption of vitamin C is significant in the significant amount reduces the severity of cold. They slow down aging process also. However, excessive consumption of fat soluble vitamins leads to the toxicity. Vitamin B12, folic acid, and vitamin 6, B6 are beneficial to coronary artery disease patients. They lower plasma homocysteine level. Now come to the water soluble vitamins in detail. So first of all, we will discuss about the vitamin B complex, which included thiamine, vitamin B1, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, niacin, pyridoxine, vitamin B6, biotin, folic acid, cyanocobalamin, means vitamin B12, and pantothenic acid. If we talk about the thiamine, so it is a heat-liable sulfur-containing vitamin. It contains pyrimidine ring and thiazole ring, which are joined by methylene bridge. It is highly alkaline sensitive. It is absorbed in small intestine by active transport mechanism and simple diffusion. Then it reaches liver through the circulation process. If we talk about the function of the thymine, so thymine pyrophosphate is the active form of the thymine. It is formed from thymine in the presence of ATP in a reaction catalyzed by thymine kinase present in the liver. TPP is a prosthetic group of enzymes like pyruvate dehydrogenase, alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase enzyme. What are the sources of thiamine? So rich sources are basically outer coating of food grains like rice, wheat, and yeast. Good sources are whole cereal, pulses, oil seed, and nuts. Fair sources are meat, liver, egg, and fishes. If we talk about the thiamine deficiency, so it will create adult beriberi disease, wet beriberi disease, dry beriberi disease, infantile beriberi disease, and next one is riboflavin, which is B12. So it contains heterocyclic isoallozane ring and ribitol, a sugar alcohol. It is sensitive to light and alkali but stable to the heat and acidic medium. Here you can see the diagram of riboflavin structure. Riboflavin absorbed in small intestine and distributed to all tissues by circulation process. And if we talk about the function of riboflavin, so active forms of riboflavins are FMN and FAD. They act as prosthetic groups of several enzymes. FMN is flavin mononucleotide and FAD is flavin adenine dinucleotide. They act as a carrier of hydrogen atoms in redox reaction. If we talk about the sources, so whole grains, legume, pulses, green leafy vegetables, yeast, egg, milk, meat are good sources. Root vegetables and fruits are also fair sources. If we talk about the riboflavin deficiency, so it created basically angular stomatitis and cleosis, vascularization of the cornea and conjunctiva and bloodshot eyes and glottis, inflamed magenta, colored tongue will be symptoms for the riboflavin deficiency. Next one is the niacin. So the word niacin refers to the two pyridine derivatives. They are nicotinic acid and nicotinamide. Both are highly stable to heat and stable to alkali and acid. Nicotinic acid and nicotinamide are absorbed in small intestine and reach various tissues through circulation where they are converted to NAD and NADP. Here are the structures of nicotinic acid and nicotinamide. We talk about the niacin's function. So nicotinamide is component of two coenzymes NAD and NADP. NAD is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and NADP is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. If we talk about the niacin sources, so you can get it from whole grain, peanut, legumes, yeast, liver, fish, meat are good sources, and basically milk, egg are poor sources for niacin, but rich sources of tryptophan. Vegetables and fruits are poor sources of niacin. If niacin deficiency will create it, so it causes the pellagra in which skin, gastrointestinal tract and nervous systems are affected. Dermatitis, diarrhea and dementia are characteristic symptoms of pellagra. Next one is the pyridoxine. So three compounds derived from pyridine shows vitamin B6 activity. They are pyridoxine, pyridoxal, pyridoxamine, and pyridoxine is stable to heat and sensitive to light and alkaline. Pyridoxine is easily absorbed and reaches various tissues through circulation process. In the tissue, pyridoxine is converted to pyridoxal and pyridoxamine. Here are the three structures of pyridoxine. Now come to the functions of pyridoxine. So pyridoxal phosphate is active form. It is formed from pyridoxal by phosphorylation catalyzed by pyridoxal kinase. Pyridoxal phosphate act as prosthetic group or coenzyme of enzyme which are involved in transamination, decarboxylation, transsulfuration, desulfuration, and non-oxidative deamination reactions. Pyridoxal phosphate is coenzyme for enzymes that are involved in the synthesis of heme, serotonin, and coenzyme A synthesis. Sources for pyridoxine are basically whole grain, legume, liver, yeast, and leafy vegetables, milk, meat, and eggs are the fair sources. If we talk about the pyridoxine deficiency, so it is basically rare in the human adults. In children, vitamin B6 deficiency causes epileptic form due to decreased formation of neurotransmitters like GABA, serotonin. Now come to the biotin. So it is a sulfur containing vitamin. It consists of imidazole ring fused to tetrahydrothiophene with valeric acid side chain. It is stable to heat but alkaline sensitive, and biotin is absorbed in the small intestine and reaches liver and other tissues through the circulation process. Biotin function is basically as a prosthetic group of several carboxylases like pyruvate carboxylase, acetyl coenzyme carboxylase, propylene coenzyme carboxylase, etc. Biotin is attached to a E amino groups of lysyl residues of apoenzyme through amide linkage. In carboxylation reaction, it acts as a carrier of CO2. If we talk about the dietary source, so basically whole cereals, legumes, groundnut, milk, meat, fishes are good sources, and vegetables and fruits are fair sources for biotin. Biotin deficiency is rare in humans because it is present in most of the common foods. Next one is the folic acid. So folic acid consists of pteridine nucleus, para-amino benzoic acid and glutamate. It is sensitive to the light and acid but stable to the heat and alkali. Folic acid present in natural food is called as folyl polyglutamate. In the intestinal mucosal cell, hydrolase form folic acid which is reduced to N5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. Methyl tetrahydrofolate is the major circulatory form probably bound to the protein. Functions. So tetrahydrofolate or FH4, which is reduced form of folic acid, is carrier of one carbon unit. Folic acid is required for the synthesis of DNA through nucleotide, particularly TMP formation in rapidly dividing cells like bone marrow or erythropoietic cells or intestinal cells. Folic acid prevents neural tube defects and TD that occur during fetal development. Sources for folic acid are basically green leafy vegetables like spinach, cabbage, ladyfinger, curry and mint leaves, pulses like breadcrumb, green gram, eggs and livers. Coconut, whole cereals and milk are the fair sources. If we talk about the folic acid deficiency, so megaloblastic anemia is the main symptoms of folic acid deficiency. It is most common in pregnant women and in child. Next one is the vitamin B12. So it has complex chemical structure. It is made up of tetrapyrrole ring system called Corrin ring with a central cobalt atom with molecular formula C63H88 and 14O14PCO. The absorption of vitamin B12 take place in ileum, transcobalamin second delivers vitamin B12 to tissues. Unlike other water-soluble vitamins, vitamin B12 is stored in the liver and other tissues. Vitamin B12 acts as a prosthetic group or coenzyme. Vitamin B12 deficiency affect bone marrow, intestinal tract or neurological system. Vitamin B12 deficiency also affects the DNA synthesis, methionine synthesis and fatty acid synthesis. Next one is the pantothenic acid. It is an amide of beta-alanine and dihydroxy-dimethyl-butyric acid, which is pantonic acid. It is stable to heat but unstable to alkali or acid. Intestinal phosphatase releases pantothenic acid from dietary sources. Free pantothenate or its salts are freely absorbed in the intestine and reaches various tissues through the circulation process. Pantothenic acid is a component of coenzyme A. Coenzyme A participates in several enzymatic reactions of carbohydrate, lipid, and amino acid metabolism. Pantothenic acid deficiency basically causes burning feet, abdominal cramps, restlessness, and sources for pantothenic acids are organ meat, liver, milk, whole cereals, legumes, and eggs. Vegetables and fruits are poor sources for pantothenic acid. Next one is the vitamin C, which is ascorbic acid. So it is a sugar acid known as hexuronic acid. Ascorbic acid is easily oxidized by atmospheric O2 to dehydroascorbic acid. High temperature accelerates the oxidation process. Light and alkali also promotes the oxidation process. Vitamin C is radially absorbed in the intestine by sodium-dependent active transport mechanism, reaches various body tissues through circulation process. Ascorbic acid acts as an antioxidant. It is free radical scavenger and it is required for the hydroxylation of proline and lysine residues of collagen. It participates in hydroxylation reactions of steroid biosynthesis. It is required for catecholamine synthesis from tyrosine. In the liver, bile acid synthesis require ascorbic acid. It is required for the absorption of iron in the intestine. Catabolism of tyrosine requires ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is effective in controlling bacterial invasion by inhibiting activity of bacterial enzymes, and it acts as an inhibitor of bacterial enzyme due to structural similarity. If we talk about the deficiency of vitamin C, so in adults, vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy, and vitamin C deficiency in infants gives rise to scurvy disease, and it occurs in when it occurs in the infants. So basically it will create the major issues. And if we talk about the sources, so guava, coriander and cabbage are rich sources. Fruits like lemon, orange, pineapple, papaya, mango, tomato are also good sources. Apple, banana and grapes are fair sources. Now come to the fat soluble vitamins. So in the fat soluble vitamin we will discuss here vitamin A. They are retinol and retinoic acid. They are composed of beta-alanine ring and side chain containing two isoprene units with four conjugated double bonds. Due to the presence of double bond in isoprenoid side chain, vitamin A exhibits cis-trans isomerism. Due to the presence of four double bonds, vitamin A can be oxidized by air or light fluid. In the nature, vitamin A occurs in the two form, retinolesters in the food of animal origin, carotenes in the plant food as provitamin. So absorption of vitamin A. In the intestine, pancreatic esterase hydrolyzes the retinolesters present in the diet to retinol and free fatty acids in the presence of bile salt. Retinol is absorbed by further mucosal cells. Dietary beta carotene is cleaved into two molecules of retinol by the dioxygenase present in the intestinal mucosa. It is transported by lipoproteins. Now come to the functions of vitamin A. So there are three major retinoids, retinoic acids have unique functions. Retinol is required for normal and color vision. Retinol is required for reproduction and growth. It is also required for differentiation and function as steroid hormone. Retinoic acid is required for the synthesis of glycoproteins, mucopolysaccharides. It is also act as a steroid hormone. It also promotes growth and differentiation. Retinal and color vision. So three light sensitive pigments present in the cones are responsible for the color vision. So they are porphyrophysin, iodopsin and cyanosin. All three pigments contain 11-cis retinal and all are sensitive to red, green and blue color respectively. Now come to the deficiency of vitamin A. So it will create night blindness, majorly. And if we talk about the sources for vitamin A, so in the animal sources, marine fishes, fish oil like liver oil, cod liver oil, shark liver oil are the excellent source for vitamin A. Liver of sheep or goat is also excellent source. Butter, egg and milk are good source. Freshwater fish contain vitamin A2, which is only 40% active. If we talk about the plant sources, so in plant food, vitamin A is present as carotenes. Plant oil like red palm oil is excellent source. Leafy vegetables, coriander leaves, curry leaves, spinach, cabbage are good sources. Yellow vegetables like carrot, pumpkin, sweet potato and ripe tomatoes are also contain appreciable amount of vitamin A. Now come to the vitamin D. It is also called sunshine vitamins. Its active forms are vitamin D2, vitamin D3. Vitamin D2 is ergo calciferol and vitamin D3 is cholecalciferol. So calcitriol is the most active form of vitamin D that act as a steroid hormone. They are formed from the provitamins which are sterols. Dietary vitamin B2 and D2 and D3 are absorbed in the small intestine in the presence of bile salts. Vitamin D is stored in liver and adipose tissues. Now come to the function of calcitriol. So major action of calcitriol is to increase absorption of calcium and phosphate in the intestine, particularly in duodenum and jejunum. Vitamin D is also involved in maintenance of normal muscle tone. It is an immunoregulatory hormone. It stimulates the cell-mediated immunity. It plays a vital role in monocyte or macrophage activation. Calcitriol affects calcium and phosphorus excretion by kidney. It reduces the excretion of calcium and phosphorus. Calcitriol is also required for bone formation. Now come to the vitamin D deficiency symptoms. So it will create rickets, osteoporosis, osteomalacia, and symptoms are bone pain and porous bones. Bones fractures are very common. And if we talk about the sources of vitamin D is mostly present in foods of animal origin. Marine fish liver oil, cod liver oil, shark liver oil are good sources. Egg yolk, butter contain small amounts. Milk is poor source of vitamin D. And if we talk about the toxicity, which is also known as hypervitaminosis, so ingestion of mega doses of vitamin D results in the toxicity of vitamin D. Sign and symptoms of vitamin D toxicity are loss of appetite, vomiting, calcification of lungs, renal tubules and arteries. Muscles wasting also occur. Now come to the vitamin E. So chemistry, in the chemistry, they are chemically are tocopherols. They are derivatives of tachols and tocopherols are alkaline sensitive and their vitamin activity is destroyed by the oxidation process. Cooking and food processing may destroy vitamin E to some extent. Now come to the absorption, transport and storage. So dietary tocopherols are absorbed in a small intestine in the presence of bile salt. Liver takes up half of tocopherol and it is stored. Skeletal muscles and adipose tissue also store vitamin E. Now come to the functions of vitamin E. So basically alpha tocopherol in the cell membrane and cytosol function as antioxidant. It acts, vitamin E also involved in the maintenance of muscle tone. It increases the synthesis of heme proteins. Vitamin E prevents dietary vitamin A and carotenes from oxidative damage. If we talk about the sources of vitamin E, so basically cereals, germ oil like wheat, germ oil, corn, germ oil, vegetables oil like coconut oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil are resources of vitamin E. Now come to the vitamin K. So vitamin K are chemically phenols. Vitamin K1, also called phyloquinone, is the major form of vitamin found in the plant, particularly in green leafy vegetables. Vitamin K2, also known as menaquinone, and is a vitamin which is present in animals and synthesized by the intestinal flora. Phylloquinone means K1 contain phytyl side chain, whereas menaquinone contains polyisoprenoid side chain made up of 7 isoprene units. Vitamin K of dietary origin is absorbed in small intestine in the presence of bile salt. It reaches liver after entering circulation through the lymph, and liver distributed vitamin K to the other tissues is rarely accumulates in liver and peripheral tissues. If we talk about the sources for vitamin K, so cauliflower, cabbage, pea and soybeans are resources. In animal dairy products like cheese, butter, farm products like egg and livers are good sources. Vitamin K is basically required for the synthesis of blood clotting factors, and it is required also for the carboxylation of gamma carbon atom of glutamic residues of these factors, blood clotting factors. We talk about the deficiency symptoms of vitamin K. So, in the adult, vitamin K deficiency rarely occurs, and in newborn, it is very common. Uncontrolled bleeding through nose is likely to occur. So here is the sum up of this session, and this session is called by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.